Welcome everybody, another episode of Death by Horror. This is going to be a little bit different than our other usual videos that I usually do with other people. As you can see, I'm already doing it solo, but that's cool because I always have a drink in my hand. Bam. Anyways, I'm going to be going over WrestleMania 39, Night 1 and 2. I am not going to focus on all the matches, just 4 in particular, which will be Asuka versus Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley, and then both for Night 1 and Night 2 main events. So let's start off with Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. One hell of a freaking match. It was awesome. They delivered. It kept going and going. They beat the hell out of each other. And personally, I didn't care who won that one because I'm a fan of both, but I am glad that Mommy won. Second of all, Asuka versus Bianca Belair, another one hell of a match. And it's been brought to my attention that Asuka is 0-5 at WrestleMania. So hopefully one day we'll get to see her win at a Mania one day, rather than just keeps losing and losing. But it is an awesome streak to lose at Mania, especially for someone like her, because it shows that she's just giving the fans what they want, which is an awesome match, and she keeps getting better and better. Now on to our main events of Night 1 and 2. So as you can see, I have the Raw Tag Team title right here. I don't have the SmackDown one, therefore I'm not undisputed, as Jimmy Uso would say, and I'll explain about that. And then I also have the World Heavyweight title, again, not the undisputed title. And before I get into that, I'm gonna pour my beautiful beer into this beautiful WrestleMania tumbler. And as you guys can see, I have a little setup going on. I got a Bianca Belair Elite, an Asuka Elite figure, my WrestleMania cup, my WrestleMania teddy bear, and then the 2 titles. And then I also got one little treat over here, and which you would only get if you were at the Bloodline signing at the Cricket Wireless. Okay, so I was there at the Cricket Wireless at 4 a.m. Waiting in line. Yeah, I know. There was actually people there before me, before I even got there. So, you know, nobody sleeps. But it was funny though. I had a great experience meeting the Bloodline. It was Solo, Jimmy, and Jey Uso. And when you get there, they give you these autographed little Cricket Wireless cards. So right here you see Jimmy. Put that over here. Then you got Jay. Put that over here. And then you got Solo. Put that over here. Now I had a really cool interaction with them. They were great guys. They were fun. You know, Solo stays in character. He's just mad dogging you the whole time or whatever. Jimmy was one hell of a character, because after I took my photo with them, as I was leaving, Jimmy was all like, hey, hold on, let me check you out real quick. I see you got the title and everything. I'm like, yeah. He's all like, then he goes, but you ain't got the SmackDown one. And I said, nah, I can't. He's like, man, you ain't undisputed like us. And I told him, well, you know, at the end of the night, you might not be undisputed either. So, and I couldn't believe I said that to him, but it just came out. But he was actually a cool sport about it. He gave me another handshake, and he was really cool about it. But Jimmy, out of the 2 of us, I guess I'm the only one with the title right now. I also wanted to do this review a little bit later, so that way I can give everybody a chance to watch Mania. It's been 1 week, and they can also watch Raw and SmackDown to see where the story is going. All right. So with the tag team match, that was one hell of a match. Great storyline. I loved every single bit of it. I am very happy that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn won the undisputed tag team titles. Especially watching them in the indies, to me, they've always been undisputed tag team. You know, from ROH, PWG, all the way up to WWE's NXT, and right now at the main roster, especially after WrestleMania 39, Night 1. So I think it's really cool that they got to wrestle and become tag team champs, especially from wrestling each other in the indies and training together, etc. So not only that this is a dream come true for them to be champions in WWE, but I think it's also a dream for both of them to be champions together. And That's pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. But part of me did want the Usos to win, but overall I am happy with the results. So let's go on to WrestleMania Night 2. And before I do, I gotta have a beer because I got a lot to say on this one. Okay. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. First of all, that was one hell of a match. Say what you want. I'm going to have my opinion on it. Overall, it was a great freaking match. A little disappointing though, right? Roman Reigns comes out with Solo and Paul. Solo is cheating, as he should. Gets banned from the ring. Okay, cool. Now it's one-on-one. Now they're having this crazy match against each other. They're going at it. It's one-on-one. Let's see who the better man is, right? Bam. Next thing you know, the Usos come in, which is freaking awesome. Usos are still trying to help Roman even after their loss. Which, by the way, newsflash, Roman never came out to help the Usos. Okay? I know, right? So, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why Roman is being so selfish about that. But hey, whatever. Even Jay was looking at Roman like, come on, get up, get up. He was even like shaking his jaw, like, wake up, you gotta do this, you know? And then next thing you know, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn comes in, takes out the Usos, and then they, the best part was giving Roman Reigns a stunner. That was freaking awesome. And then let Cody Rhodes go for the pin. Or at least make it one-on-one. Now it's one-on-one strictly. Usos are being taken care of by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Solo's been banned from ringside. There's only one person left. One person only, which is Paul Heyman. So when it was one-on-one for Cody Rhodes versus Roman, Cody had Roman. And, of course, Paul Heyman was interfering with the match. My take was this, all right? How do you call it? In-ring psychology. Cody Rhodes let goes of Roman, drops him to the floor, goes up to Paul Heyman. They start chatting. They start yelling at each other. Roman Reigns is coming in for the Superman punch. He misses Cody, hits Paul Heyman, and then Cody pins him 1, 2, 3. Now that would have been an ultimate finish, but that didn't happen. Solo came back after being banned from ringside, and then hit him with the spike, and then bam, Roman Reigns picks up the win. Honestly, I feel like this is making Roman Reigns look very, very weak. The fact that he gets help way too often for someone that big, for someone that strong, that powerful. If you're the head of the table, and if you can't handle it on your own, how are you the head of the table? You know, if anything, the Usos should probably be the head of the table because they're always together. You can't break them up. And I think that's where they're going with the storyline right now too. And they're going to I personally believe that the Usos is going to get fed up with Roman while Solo stays loyal to Roman. And there's going to be some kind of rivalry, a bloodline rivalry amongst each other. But, yeah, that was pretty disappointing. I heard a lot of people complaining about WrestleMania Night 2 because of the finish. The story's not over. You know, the story has to finish for Cody, etc. But, yeah, I wasn't happy with the result. Now here's the thing. Now, if Roman would have won without Solo, I would have been happy with that. Because all the factors were taken care of. Everything was laid on the line. That in-ring psychology was perfect, okay? It's Cody Rhodes versus the Bloodline. It's David versus Goliath. It's the underdog, right? Cody Rhodes is the underdog going up against the head of the table, the Ones, the Usos, the Solo Sikoa, the Bloodline. After being taken care, he took care of Solo, got rid of him. All right, got banned. Usos, same thing. You know, they got taken care of. Leave it 1-on-1. Now it would have been cool to see Paul Heyman mess up, and then have Roman just blame it on everybody, his whole family. Like, hey, Solo, you got yourself kicked out. Paul Heyman, you messed up. Wise man, why did you do what you did? Bam. Usos, where were you guys? You guys couldn't handle the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens problem still? Come on. It's just not working out for me. It's really good. I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts. Keep it respectful. Everyone's opinion matters because without us, these wrestlers wouldn't be where they are at today. We are the fans, but without them, we wouldn't be entertained. They're going out for us. They are getting hurt for us, for our enjoyment, for our entertainment. So that respect that you want them to give to you, you got to give it back. Okay? Acknowledge that, by the way. I really hope that Roman Reigns loses the titles to someone extremely worthy. Now, this is my opinion, and I truly believe that there's only 2 people now that can dethrone Roman Reigns. And just hear me out. Gunther. The guy's a beast. The guy is one hell of an athlete. He's proven time and time after again that he can hang with the big boys. He won the triple threat match against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, which, by the way, I was actually going for Sheamus on that one, just so I can see him become the Grand Slam champion. The guy's held every title except for the Intercontinental title. And I think that would have been the greatest thing for Sheamus to become a Grand Slam champion at the grandest stage of all. But Gunther is one hell of an athlete, and he will demand respect, which is freaking awesome. And then speaking, and ironically saying the word freaking, I also think Seth Rollins can dethrone Roman Reigns, and I'll tell you why. Although Roman Reigns beat although Roman Reigns got himself disqualified to stay champion, Seth Rollins has beaten Roman Reigns every single time. So because Roman Reigns did what he did to stay champion, he technically did not win. So if you want to go up against the best, why don't you wrestle for someone that you've never beaten? And do it fairly this time. Say, hey, or do it now, or cheat. But, let's not go overboard with the cheating, because there's a thing called too much cheating. And that's why the way Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns' match ended in such a terrible way. It was not mind-blowing. It was just predictable. It was really freaking stupid, honestly. For a guy to come back after being banned, like, how much cheating do you need, Tribal Chief? You want us to acknowledge you, but how can we when you just can't win on your own? You just can't. So, might want to think about that when you call yourself the head of the table. Now, a couple things that I was a little bit disappointed on for Mania, and this is a personal thing. One, we are in freaking Hollywood, right? We were technically not in Hollywood. We were in the ghetto. SoFi Stadium, okay? Look it up. It's not Hollywood. But we call it Hollywood. Well, WrestleMania was called Hollywood, right? Now, if we were in Hollywood, how come The Rock couldn't come out, not even to wrestle at this point, just making a freaking appearance? I mean, you've done an appearance for almost every single Mania. You couldn't do it for this one where it's Hollywood, one of the highest paying actors in the world, or in Hollywood, and you don't come to Mania Hollywood? Come on. I thought that was pretty messed up. We didn't get no surprise Legends guest. Just also a little disappointing. Not even Stone Cold, Hogan, nobody came out. Not even Triple H himself came out. But no, he'll come out for Raw. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Also, too, I don't understand why we didn't have an access. You know, WrestleMania access was just not existent. I thought that was pretty messed up too. For those little things, I felt like we were kind of robbed for those experiences. WrestleMania hasn't been out here in LA or Los Angeles for people that don't know. And since WrestleMania 21, so it's been 18 years, and this is what we got. Or didn't get. Not cool, WWE, not cool. So I'm calling you guys out on that bullshit. Hold on. Overall, I've also heard that people were saying that this is one of the worst Manias. I'm sorry, but I disagree. This is one of the best Manias we've had probably in the last 5 years. At least we got WrestleMania moments. You guys want to hear a moment? Edge beating Finn Balor. Finn Balor as a demon. Finn Balor never lost as the demon. Edge did that. Edge beat Finn Balor for the first, as Balor being the first time. Edge beat Finn Balor being the demon for the first time. It's freaking awesome. That's a WrestleMania moment right there. That's something that I will remember forever. Also, of course, the main events, matches. The matches were good. Now, the one match that was Brock Lesnar versus Omos. I'm glad that Lesnar won because I don't like Omos. But I was hoping for that match to be somewhere in the middle because I was there. And I wanted that match to be like my bathroom break. But no, it had to be the first one. Trash. Oh, yeah, and damn. People might kill me on this one, but Shotzi Blackheart. Amazing talent. Amazing wrestler. Amazing person. But please, let's not keep taking lessons from Eli Everfly, and let's stop botching. Let's slow it down a little bit. So that's my suggestion. That's all I really got to say. Got my tag titles, got my bear. I think it makes me feel like I'm not alone today, even though I am alone, but no, okay. We're good. So, let me hear you guys' opinions. Let me hear you guys' thoughts. Keep it respectful. Kinda. Let's troll a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do. My favorite part of Mania on night 1 was the main event. I'm glad that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn won the titles. My favorite part of night 2 was actually the triple threat match between Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. To me, personally, they stole the show. As much as I love the main event would have stole the show for me if it wasn't for Solo coming in towards the end to cheat again. So, yeah, WWE, y'all fucking up. I don't know where you guys going with this. Shout out to a few people. My friend Chris, Reina, who I went with to Mania with, and shout out to Little Hellcat, who supported us to go and who couldn't make it. But, she's a badass. But just because she couldn't go this time doesn't mean that she ain't going next time. All right, guys. Catch you guys later.